Hey guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm doing a review of the Victorian Flower Oracle and so this is interesting. So the book is by Patricia Telesco, however the deck was created by me. This is to maybe give you guys some ideas, those of you looking to do a little DIY deck. I know that I've made a couple of videos before on how to make your own tarot cards and how to make your own oracle cards. This deck I do have for sale on makeplayingcards.com. I'm not really expecting to sell any, but I do with this video just want to give you like maybe the little kindling that you need to maybe create your own deck. So I had gotten this book used, like, I don't even remember how long ago it was that I got this from my local bookstore, but I got it used, you know, it was like $1. Maybe did I pay $1? Maybe it was 75 cents. But anyway, so this is called the Victorian Flower Oracle, and it's all about making your own oracle deck using the Victorian flowers. So it gives you some ideas about creating your own deck in this book. Like it talks about, you could do some pressed flower oracle, you know, where it's you actually like taking some cards and like, you know, gluing flowers on or something, or you can make them out of wood, like if you were making runes, but with flowers. It also gives you a list of the flowers, and if you wanted to expand and maybe you wanted to create an oracle deck that also had trees and shrubs in it, you could do that too, and you could do some with herbs. For me, I decided to stick with Victorian flowers because I have a lot of decks already that are, you know, trees and herbs and things like that. And I do have flower decks, but I don't really have any that are just like specifically Victorian. So I was like, I will make one myself. So it talks about decoupage and, you know, all the different ways that you can make it. And I believe this book is from the 90s. So it does talk about like, this is kind of before there was really much internet. So it talks about like finding like magazine clippings and how to find pictures. But anyway, so this could be used as your guidebook for the deck that you create. So let's say, you know, one of the cards that you create is chrysanthemum. And you could put any one of these like elements or magical association or whatever on your card, and however you want to layer it, you know, I mean, you could do physical collage or you could do a digital collage. There's a little bit of folklore and history. There's also the upright and reversal interpretation. I cross-reference this with actual Victorian flower meanings, and you know, that's how I came up with my keywords for my own deck. So let this be your inspiration. Inspiration can come from anywhere. So technically, there is a deck with a guidebook, you know, if I wanted to dive into Patricia's guidebook. But, you know, I've kind of created my own meaning with this deck. So I got this done at makeplayingcards.com. And I think, you know, because you're just making one deck, obviously it's going to be a lot more expensive than if you're making a bunch of decks like for my Wally's World Oracle that was funded on Kickstarter, you know, because I had like, what was it, like 550 decks? Yes, because I had 550 decks printed, my cost per deck was much lower. But if you're going on a website where you're printing out a deck, of course it's going to be a lot higher. So I think this was like $45 because I wanted a tin with it and I wanted to put a pretty picture on it. But that's just for me, like $45, like, you know, I was like, it's for me, I'm gonna pay that. Okay, so I decided to do a little bit of collaging with some different roses. Many of you, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you know I have a special affinity with roses. I have a little rose garden. All my magic that I do is with roses, like everything is roses. I've even made beads out of roses, you know, so if you want to check out how I did do-it-yourself rose beads, you could check out that video. But I layered on some stars and some lace, you know, to give it some texture. but I also printed it on linen cardstock, which if you actually buy this deck from me on makeplayingcards.com, I had it with the linen cardstock. I didn't do the tin because I didn't want the deck to be like expensive for people if they wanted to buy it. And like I'm saying, you don't have to, obviously, because I'm just trying to give you some inspiration. So I just had it put in a little white tuck box, so you can do whatever you want with the deck if you want to like put it in a little pouch or something like that. But hey, let's go through the cards so you could see what I came up with for the Victorian flowers, you know, that are in this book over here. So let's do that. So the cards are your standard tarot size. Like I said, it's that linen cardstock, so it's nice and bendy, but it's gonna stand up to whatever type of shuffling you end up doing with it. And the layering that I did for my deck was I took a image from you know, like the free stock of photo images online, and then I also took the same I took the same, you know, type of stars, layered it with some stars with lace, and then I also did like a it was like a linen fade layer over it. I know this is linen cardstock, but it was like a linen layer over everything to kind of give it that aged feel. And then I also did, like, in the background there's a little envelope because, you know, it's a message for you. And so I have the keywords down here at the bottom that are how I interpreted Patricia Telesco's you know, view of the Victorian flowers. And like I said, I also did a little bit of cross-referencing too. So there's 32 cards here, and yeah, let me just take, let's just do a flip through of my little creation here, and let me know if you end up making something yourself. Like maybe you make your own Victorian flower oracle. Maybe you make yours out of images from magazines, images that you print off the internet. Maybe you photocopy some images out of books and cut those out. I like the idea of making little runes though. Like she said, like little pieces of, like circular pieces of wood, kind of like a rune. And then you could press the flower on it or a petal from the flower. I think that's cool too. I mean, just like, ooh, the ideas. And I don't know, one weekend I was like, why haven't I made this deck yet? Like this has been on my mind for freaking, since I got that book, I don't know how many years ago. And so I am so happy with this deck. Like I said, I don't care if you guys want to buy it or not. Like I love it, and I think it reads really well. I mean, obviously, if you create your own deck, you're going to have that special bond. So that's why I always encourage people, you know, who are starting tarot or oracle, or maybe you have tread the path of tarot and oracle and it's been well trodden. But I think making something that is yours, whether or not it's something that anybody else would want to buy or that you even sell, I think that, in my opinion, you get a deeper connection with your intuition, with your practice, with the use of these tools. And I think it just helps. I just think it aids your practice. So I always highly, highly encourage people, like, make your own deck, because the journey is going to be that much more deep, that much sweeter and awesome, and you'll have a deck that you totally understand because you made it. And if other people want to buy it too, hey, that's cool beans, but but at least you'll have something that you know, like that's my deck, man. Like, you know, I want something accurate, like boom, I bust out something of my own. Okay, so let's just do a little shuffle. Ooh, the highlights are getting all blown out back there. So highlighty. And let's just get a little message for you guys. And if this message connects with you, awesome sauce. If you don't know, with my reviews, I like to do a little message for everybody. So not only do you get a review, but you get a little message. And this is kind of like a review slash inspiration type video. Okay, so let's pull 3 cards for a little message. 1. Woo! That's what I like about this deck. It's so talkative. And I think that its demure looks are deceiving. Okay, so the cards that we got are Lemon Blossom, Remain Discreet, Sniff Out the Truth, and I used this on my Saturday live chat too. Everybody seemed to like it. Peony, Riches and Honor, Lasting Change. And then we have Dandelion, Whims of Fate, Uncertainty. Okay. So let's put this message together for you guys. Okay, so what I'm getting here is, you know, sometimes, okay, this happens a lot. We are in situations where, obviously, since we can't read other people's minds and know everything that's going on in everybody else's life, I mean, we could pull tarot cards and whatever, but I mean, like, invasion of privacy. Hello. And what this is saying is, without stalking into whatever situation is going on and like totally stalking them on Facebook or social media and like, you know, sitting outside their window like kind of creepily, is to go with your gut on this situation that's going on. And where it says riches and honor, I'm not really getting the lasting change with this one, but riches and honor, it is seeing that you get to keep your integrity, where you're not just totally trying to stalk this person and try to figure out like what's going on, what are they thinking, like are they saying something behind my back? And it's like, you know what, go with your intuition, and by you not doing some sort of invasion of privacy on this person and this person's life and totally letting their life engulf your life, it's like you get to keep your integrity and it feels better to you. It's better for your energy, and you have that peace of mind knowing that, you know, you didn't let that person, you know, make you go off the deep end trying to, you know, figure out every little thing about them, and that it's okay to have, you know, bits and pieces of this situation that are uncertain, but if at the core of it, you know that you're like, you know, this is the feeling I'm getting about this person, and this is the feeling I'm getting for what I should do, then that's what you should go with. No need to ask so-and-so and ask so-and-so and ask this person to ask this person and make it a whole high school drama, you know, is go with what you think the core of this thing is, you know, and what you should do about it. And it's okay if you don't have all of the minutia figured out. You don't need to, is what the message is here. So go with your gut. Don't let this person and their life and whatever it is that they're doing overshadow your own life and what you should be doing. Okay, so hopefully that message made sense to somebody out there. I hope it did. And you got a lovely review / inspirational deck creation video. So anyway, I hope you guys dug this. Like I said, you can purchase it if you want to, but I highly encourage you to make your own. However, I will put the link down below if you are interested in this, like I said. And this book I did buy secondhand, but I will look on Amazon and see if they have a copy. If they do, I will link that down below too. All right, so that's it from me, spiritual homies. I will catch you later. If you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding, ding, ding notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. I have a lot of different types of readings. I have my room and body sprays, I have my salves, I have my altar pendants, my rainbow bridge pendants for your furry, feathery, scaly loved ones. I have my bracelets, I have my Wally's World Oracle. On my website, I have this deck. Yeah, if you want to throw a little love my way, think about joining the KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. Got lots of freebies over there. And by helping out with as little as $1 a month, you really do help out this channel so I can do more and create more for you guys, and hopefully at some point create another meetup. I would so love to do that again. And oh, I almost forgot, I have a newsletter. It's totally free. I hit your inbox on the 1st of every month. That is the only time I email you anything. So I don't do like promotional stuff or any of that. It's just a newsletter. I love making a newsletter. And the newsletter has like witchy DIYs, arts and crafts DIYs, decks that I'm using, herbs that I'm using, tea that I'm drinking, channels that I'm watching, books that I'm reading, so on and so forth. If that interests you, definitely go check it out. You could sign up on my website, kittensweightsandtarot.com, and I'll catch you spiritual homies later. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.